everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am doing a buy or not to buy, because that is simply the question. Because do I want to buy this makeup product? Does it look like it's something that has appealed to me? And I mean, I've got quite a few products that I want to talk about today, because it's been maybe a month or two since I've done one of these, and I try and do them as often as I can, but it's about getting my kind of I don't know, juices flowing, talking about products, and kind of not trying to shit on them or trying to like be, you know, just to say only nice things about certain brands and that. But the first thing I want to talk about, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Lip Blur. So this bit is a bit of an ad, because I am part of her affiliates, and you know, occasionally I want them to talk about products that they love and all that stuff. So yeah, she's actually released like a kind of collaboration with Bella Hadid, because she is one of her muses, I guess, which is what they are. So these lip products are smoothing, blurring, and basically they are kind of like long lasting. They've come out with about 6 or 7 different shades. I have picked one up myself because they looked amazing. So I got the shade, I think I got the shade like Ruby Blur. I did get it. I haven't tried it yet. It does look pretty nice. I mean, I know that there's 2 different ways that you can use it. You can use it as kind of like a blur in the middle of the lips, or you can wear it all over. The shade selection is quite nice. I mean, you get names like Honey Blur, you get Flame Blur, Pillow Talk Blur. So of course they have the iconic Pillow Talk there. They have Ruby Blur, like I mentioned, Walk of Shame. I know that that is another one of her lip products, like kind of her lipstick names. So yeah, it's a nice selection of shades and pretty affordable. I think it's like £28. And as a person who is like, you know, growing to like her products quite a lot, I can say that they're constantly coming out with so many new products. I'm actually wearing her foundation right now because this is part of a first impressions video that's coming out after. But yeah, I will definitely be trying it in a video, so make sure that you're subscribed, because if you want to know what it looks like, what it feels like, I will definitely be talking about it. So those are actually out now, and she's actually come out with an app as well, in case you guys wanted to know, because I mean, so many brands and companies are coming out with their own app now, so it's kind of a bit more easier than going on their website and finding stuff and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's quite an interesting app if you want to have a look at it. So the next thing I want to talk about is Elf, because they've constantly been coming out with new stuff. So the first thing that I have got but I haven't tried yet is the new liquid poreless putty, I'm so corny, putty primer. So everyone has gone like mad over this. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm the kind of person who kind of looks at something, I like the look of it, I pick it up straight away. And because I buy a lot from Elf, I do get like free shipping, because I'm part of one of their icon members. It just shows you how much I buy from them. But yeah, I think it was about £11 or £12. I could be wrong, but yeah, I've got it and I can't wait to try it. It actually looks really interesting, because I do like their putty primers, but this is a liquid version, so I'm intrigued as to like how that's gonna work. It does look quite liquidy, as in quite watery. I don't know if it is watery, but it damn well looks like it will work for a lot of people. The other thing that they've come out with is a color corrector. So this is a putty version. It's actually quite annoying, because I picked up one of their new eyeshadow palettes as well, which I'm gonna film at the same time with the other products. And then on the same day after I've clicked checkout, they've come out with these putty color correctors. Now, I don't really use color correctors that much, because for me, I would just use a concealer, or I would just use a full coverage foundation. But these actually look quite interesting. As I can see, there's about 6 shades. So obviously they're there to help with under eye dark circles. I have a lot of dark circles under my eyes. I don't know what it is. I try and get as much sleep as I can every night. I think that's just how my skin is. But they do look quite nice. I mean, they do have like, so obviously some deeper shades. I think the first shade is quite a pink tone, so if you do have quite pale skin and you want to even everything out, that would be perfect for you. So yeah, that looks quite good. I don't know how much it is. I think it might be like £8 or £9. I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of roughly the price that a lot of them go for. The next thing I want to talk about is made by Mitchell. So he's come out with, again, quite a few products recently. He's come out with his bronzer book, so it's kind of like the blush book but with bronzing. I know, amazing. But now he's come out with some new gel cream. So this is the Gel Gleam Cream eyeshadow. So I did collect all of his previous ones in the pots, and they creased on my lids so badly, the shimmer ones, because I actually tested them out one day, and even before I left my home they had creased in my lid like mad. So I actually use them as eyeliner, and they work really well as eyeliner. But these do look quite nice. So he's come out with 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10 shades, which is pretty good because it's a selection of some really pastel shades. But I really like, there's like a burnt orange shade, I can't remember, I think it's called Donut Worry, which is the name is right up my street. But yeah, they're $16 each, which accumulates, I would say, to like £12 in the UK. And if you go on his TikTok shop, he's always got some kind of discount, always some kind of sale. I think you can get 3 for like maybe 20 or 30 pounds or something, or the whole bundle for 50 pounds. He always has some weird kind of like deals going on, but they're still quite interesting, because if you do want to test them out, it's a really great way to do that. I did I think one of the last things I picked up from him was a bundle, like a mystery bundle. But talking about these, going back to this product, I actually quite like the look of them. I feel like they will crease in my eyelid because that's just what happens to me. I always use my Urban Decay primer because that will like lock everything for hours and hours, and I feel like this might do that, but at the moment I have kind of no desire to pick them up at the moment. Next thing, let's talk about something that was actually released today, and I'm really excited. Well, that was announced today. So Too Faced are coming out with a new collection. I haven't bought from Too Faced in a long time because they just don't have stuff that appeal to me as much anymore. Like, their products look cool, and quality wise, and the whole stuff with Jared, I know he doesn't like own it anymore, but they're still like the history and everything, I don't know. But they're coming out with the Cosmic Crush collection, which looks so cute. So there's an eyeshadow palette, there's some highlighters, and there's also a lip gloss, which is like the lip injection glosses. So the palette is like a selection of like kind of pinks and purples and some nudes, and the purples do look gorgeous, they look really nice. The highlighters, I think there's like 2 highlighters called Shooting Star and Summer Moon, and then the lip plumping thing is called Cosmic Crush. And you know what, the highlighter does look very nice. I think I might have to get the highlighter, and like I mentioned, I haven't picked up much from them in ages. There's not really been anything that appeals to me, so yeah, I like the look of the palette, so that's pretty good. Next, Sephora actually have come out with some like new eyeshadow stacks, and I know that Morphe have done something like this before. I mean, this is not a new kind of concept, because I'm pretty sure, is it Kaja? There's another brand that have come out with these stacks of shimmer like eyeshadows. So they've come out with the trio, is it trio ones that they're called? No. So these are, what's it called, Glitter Power. So they're basically like a stack of 3. So you get a purple version, you get a kind of brown tone and a pink tone. You can get them on the Sephora app, so if you download the Sephora app, it's on there, because I actually looked yesterday and I put them in my wish list because I might pick them up. They do look quite nice. I don't know how pigmented, I've not tried Sephora's eyeshadows before, so I'm not sure. But they also came out with some face gems and some brushes and eyelashes and stuff like that, so it's quite an interesting selection. I might pick up like the purple version because it actually looks quite nice. I think it was about maybe 12 or 13 pounds, which might be a bit too much, but I mean, I'll have to go in the store and maybe swatch them to see what they're like, because I work in the same area that Sephora is, so I could just go there after work and see if they have them. So again, this is a maybe. And then the last thing I kind of want to talk about is Makeup Revolution. I've come out with a Finding Nemo collection, and I love Disney like Pixar collaborations only if they're done right. This looks okay in my opinion. I mean, they've come out with a big selection like they always do, and weirdly enough, this was like an Ulta exclusive first, so you could at the time only buy on the Ulta website or in store. So they've come out with like 4 eyeshadow palettes, 2 highlighter and blush duos, 2 cream blushes, 2 or 3 like lip plumping oil things, a makeup bag, some brushes and some sponges. So I quite like the look of one of the eyeshadow palettes because it looks like the goggles from when they're kind of swimming, and it's got the P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way thing. I really love that idea because it's just such a great kind of like nod to the film and to like little parts that people love the most. And I quite like the shade selection. It's got a mixture of like pinks and oranges and some reds, so it's like right up my street. I can say that the cream blushes historically have not been very good in my opinion. Like I tried the Simpsons collection version and they had like no pigmentation to them at all, and I've said this before, I feel like they kind of use the same formula, put them in different packaging. I could be wrong, that could be me blowing things out of proportion, but you know, it's kind of an only way to feel that these brands come out with makeup so quickly and that they just add new packaging. Again, I could be wrong, but the 2 shades look similar to a majority of other collaborations that they've done before, so it doesn't look like anything new. They also, like I mentioned, have the palettes, so I think they also came out with like a bath fizzer which looks quite cool, and then they came out with the sponges which has Dory and Merlin, which is the dad of Nemo, and the eye brush set, like the brush set looks okay. It looks like a standard Revolution collection. I mean, I won't pick up anything because it's a collection that I probably don't care as much about, as much as I love Finding Nemo and I love Pixar and Disney and stuff. I just feel like it's another kind of cash cow, but that's just the way it is, you know. I think Revolution obviously have like some kind of contract with Disney because they are coming out with a lot of collections, and that's everything that I wanted to talk about. Let me know if there's something that you're interested in or that you've been eyeing up, not just the stuff that I've spoken about today, but stuff that's maybe coming out that might appeal to you. And if you want me to do more of these, please let me know. I'll try my best to do them as often as I maybe can, because some YouTubers do like these every like 2 weeks and I'm like, I can't do them every 2 weeks because I don't think I have enough products to talk about. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.